Hello, chat. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm gonna VideoTube. I'm gonna touch VideoTube if it does this one more time. Anyways, my VTuber does not like to work half the time these days. Welcome everyone. Hello. Welcome DJ. Hi Soli. Hi Switch. Hi DJ. Welcome in everyone. We got. I saw the vote. It was kind of close. We had quite a bit of voting going on, which is actually kind of nice to see. King of the Castle being at 7, and then Modded Minecraft at 9. I think third place was Spiderheck and Bopple, which those are all good games. So Bean Battles would have been sweeped. Yeah, it would have been sweeped. It wouldn't have sweeped. No, it would not have sweeped. I don't believe. I put Bean Battles on there for like 3 weeks, and it has not. Unfortunately, it just hasn't won. It just hasn't won. I'm sorry, Switch. I don't know what to tell you. The democracy is chosen. Yeah, no. After we've had quite a bit of Yomi this week, it'll be a nice little change of pace to because we did what 3 Yomi streams today or this week? Because we did Monday and then Wednesday and then the tournament on Thursday. So literally 3 Yomi streams this week compared to next week where we only have one Yomi stream, which is only because we have the tournament. Which, by the way, I saw that Rice, you fought hard, but you lost, unfortunately. But you're at the very top of the losers bracket, so like that's plus. That's plus. You were kind of killing it, dude. I'm looking forward to see who wins. There will be I'll be putting up a little bit of a gamba for you guys, so you guys can bet some coins on who's gonna win the final, who's gonna win the entire tournament is what I'll put on there. So you guys can bet on that. But yeah, no, today we got some Minecraft. It's been a while. I'm gonna keep the music bot up during this during Minecraft because like it's pretty quiet. So nice Switch, nice. Um, I would like to make note that I do have finals, not next week, but the week afterwards. So I'm still debating on whether or not I'm gonna have many streams that week, if any at all. I'll have to see. I'm gonna be still doing D&D probably that Saturday because I'll be done with finals by then because that'll be the end of the week. So I might actually be able to do like Friday community night and Saturday D&D for sure. I think because I think my last finals on Thursday. But as for Yomi and then whatever game on Wednesday, we'll have to see. Maybe you shouldn't stream during finals. Yeah, no, I'll have to see. But I only have finals on my only in-person finals are I think Tuesday, Thursday, I believe. So, hi Cusco. I see you joined the
God, I wish
chat.
I only had two finals, bro.
What?
Or in-person finals.
Oh yeah, I only have the rest are all online or they were projects or stuff and whatnot.
Dog, I have four in person.
4 in person. That sucks. Switch has a
Yes.
lot. Switch has all projects. I think Soli also has all projects. I believe he's mentioned a bunch of papers for him.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
I have all exams.
yikes. Honestly, I would take Cusco gets it. Yeah, give the 4 in person. DJ's in the same boat as you, Cusco.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah,
Holy, my shit is dying loading this up.
it's fine. Also, I've added a lot of resource packs to this since we last played on stream. It doesn't change anything like fundamentally about how the game looks, like the blocks and stuff. It changes like some animations and UI stuff, as well as some like my I changed my text to be a little bit smoother, which I kind of like. I like the
I'm
smoother
the only
text.
person online.
What?
I'm the only person online,
You
according to
are?
me,
Yeah,
bro.
you are right now.
Oh, damn.
It'll be 2 when I get on. So today, I think I don't know if I'm gonna be playing a lot of like if I'm gonna do a lot of personal progress or gonna be doing a lot of work on the custom boss stuff we've been doing. It'll probably be a little bit of both, but I'm gonna start off with the boss stuff and see where we go from there. Um, because I've been plugging away at that. DJ's been a great builder, great help for that. The next thing I have to build is that or kind of test out is the this bot. Oh, hello, Iron Man.
Hi, what's up? I don't have my helmet on right now,
I can see that.
but I can still do this. So
I
it.
pressed E. Oh lord. Okay, what?
Oh no, no, god damn it. So my buttons have gotten overwritten.
Oh
So
yeah.
I have to remember what buttons I have to click to change which one. I think it says on my armor. I think it tells me somewhere.
Yeah.
God damn it. Because now when I click the button that I had put like my to activate my boots, it now has world map settings.
Oh, interesting. Is the
Updated
server like
mod pack.
lagging?
God damn you. Uh,
Oh my gosh, because you're like, it shows
I
all
felt
of us
fine
at
after
really
MODDED.
low MS, but like you're like teleporting around and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, you're doing the same.
Oh lord. Yeah, no, we've been doing a lot of work. I'll showcase this. You know, actually, first, let me message Rook and see if he can see this.
Hasn't the server been a little chopped ever since the update?
Ever since the update, it's been lagging a lot, and I don't know why.
The jumping ring.
Does Cusco have the old modpack files still? No, he
No,
would
no,
not.
I updated it.
He would not
I
be able to
updated it.
join otherwise because it says like, oh, your mods don't match or something like that.
I just updated it. Literally 2 minutes before, like
Can
right
import the
as I
files
joined the
over to get
call.
the keybind. Yeah, you can import the you can import files and all that jazz, as well as resource packs if you want.
Why is there just a hole in the floor?
Yeah,
Dog,
just
and
move the
someone
node
made an
text
illegal
keys.
path.
Your Minecraft crashed.
I
Let's
think this is
go.
the hole.
But no, we've been doing quite a bit. This is like underneath. I don't know if you've seen this switch, but DJ built this whole. He built this whole building up here for when we got 200. It was supposed to be for 200 followers, but well, when we actually streamed it, it was okay. Yeah, you saw the hall. So what we have down here is just underneath. It's underneath the hall. We got a pretty cool little thing down here. Not the dungeon, yeah. This is gonna be completely separate from the survival mode type of deal that we're doing. So you're gonna be in adventure mode most of the time, and it's gonna clear items so you can't go in and out of this place without
Hey,
losing
brother,
any
is there
items.
supposed to be a hole up here? There's
Where?
a up if you come back up all the way up. Hello.
Yeah, where?
There's a somewhere around like over on the right side here. There's like a cobble. There's a path through the stone somewhere.
And then like right here.
Right here, right here, right here. Oh, right over this one. This one. It goes up and into the main area.
Yeah, that thing. I believe this was supposed to be here.
Okay.
For
Okay.
now, I think DJ was doing something with it.
Okay.
But yeah, no.
Just a random
It's
hole.
coming along nicely. I would say. It's coming along quite nicely. DJ did a lot of the building. I helped here and there. So did Cusco.
Oh, everything
Oh
crashed.
no, the server crashed. I hope. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, chat. This is not good. I messaged
Uh-oh, to
Rook.
the castle.
I messaged Rook and he didn't say anything, so I don't think that was intentional. Oh no. Oh no. We might not be able to have the server updated. We might have to like I think one of the mods might be messing with the server because I was on I think last week or whenever, a little bit after it updated and it crashed as well. Like the server crashed also. We'll wait for it to come up and see if the lag is gone, but it seems we may have to play bean battles. Oh wait, the whole Cusco
There's no,
mention is my fault. No worries. Do you want us to fill it? Like, do you need that hole anymore? I was trying to mark the dimensions and I forgot to patch it. No worries. You know what? While I'm here, while we're waiting, I'm gonna pull up. I actually have access to the server as well. Let Let me see what's going on here. I mean, if the server's like really laggy, I don't want to spend like half of the stream trying to get it to work. So if it's not gonna work, then we'll probably have to switch to a different game. But we'll see. We'll see. We could play more Yomi, guys.
Oh my God, shoot me.
No, we're not playing more Yomi. We've had enough Yomi
Dude,
this week.
you already had 3
3
streams of Yomi this week? Yeah. Jesus.
compared to our
You're
normal
going
1.
you're going back into the the Yomi streaming.
Okay,
Just
let
the
me
pure
check
Yomi.
out what's going on with the server right now. Okay, it says there's only a 7% CPU usage. Okay, now it's up to 10. But yeah, no, it's not even like using that much. What if I check the console? Oh, okay, it's rebooting right now.
Dargan, you know, if it takes a while to load back up, you can just pull up a Kahoot.
How would I pull up a Kahoot?
Just you know, if you need to entertain the kids and you know they're getting restless, just pull up a Kahoot and they'll have a hoot. You know.
There's like 3 people in chat, bro. I don't think they'd collectively want to do a Kahoot.
Hey, you
I
never
mean,
know,
maybe,
man.
but maybe they
You don't
wouldn't
know
do
how
it.
old they are. You don't know.
Yeah,
You
they're
don't
all
know
in
anything about
college.
them. Yeah, college. We all
I'm
loved Kahoot
down.
in high
I
school.
Yeah, exactly. So much everyone in chat is in college.
Yeah,
As far as I know, we're all in America, so I can base
that
the
that that
age.
that reinforces my point. We all went through the American school system, so we all love Kahoot equally.
Oh, yo, someone put this song in here. Love Frank Sinatra. Someone put My Way by Frank Sinatra in here.
I'm neutral to Kahoot.
How dare you? I'm Canadian and I hate both education systems. Down with education. I'll be dumb
I
willingly.
will be
Dude, the education system sucks. I honestly kind of wish sometimes I lived in Canada because America sucks.
Fuck, I wish I lived in Europe where I can get a 50% and that's passing.
Dang. I'm back again. Welcome back. I learned this song from that one Beowulf video. Ayo. Nice to see you, Sir Bugsworth, by the way. Europe is better. I honestly, they actually have some pretty good sports over there. We have football. We have football of all sports. Like, are you kidding me?
American football,
American
the
football,
worst version
like
of football.
European football, is great because it's actual football. Why are we so different? Why is America like, oh yeah, let's have our own measurement system and let's call football something else? American
It's the
football is
deadliest
the
sport on the
deadliest
planet.
sport on the planet.
Well, it's the sport that you're actually most likely to get a concussion in
Yeah.
and get
Either
CTE
my
and
internet is
you
ass or
know
the
get
server is
Alzheimer's.
freaking out. No, it's a server. That's why we're sitting here waiting. Um, the server just crashed. And it was lagging really bad. I messaged Rook about it, but we may have to switch games to something else. Like we might have to just pull out the random King of the Castle as our secondary, but we'll see. I don't mind playing that either.
CTE rates in American football are
Triple the
triple the rest of them.
military?
Yeah, yeah, they
What?
are.
That is
Yep, and
wild.
they're higher than MMA also and
Rivals,
boxing.
rivals, rivals.
Actually, boxing might have higher CTE, but it's boxing or American football are the two highest. I'm pretty sure. I might just be yapping out of my ass, but yeah, who knows?
That's okay, Michael. That's more than what some people can do on the internet.
Top 3 sports by CTE.
Okay, we're just chilling here, I guess.
Oh, no, American football, ice hockey, and soccer are top 3.
Coming from someone who used to play football, that shit hurts. I bet it does. I'm glad I was not
Oh,
a football kid.
oh yeah, dude, you never witnessed Australian rules football, dude. That shit's fun.
Incompatible vanilla server? Erm. Erm. Chad, I don't think this is a vanilla server. Is it still booting? Okay, it's still booting.
Soccer's dumbasses hitting their head on the ball. It's not. We don't even head the ball that much. Most of our concussions come from getting tackled to the ground and smashing our heads on the floor
That makes
while
sense.
running at full speed. Like we're running, and then someone just comes up from behind us and just wham, legs out from under you. Your head's going down. You have nothing to stop you now.
If not
Instead of
himself.
you're allowed to do that, no, but it happens a lot.
No, but it happens a lot. Oh, hey, the
Like dog,
server's
I
up.
played I played center back. My
Oh, I can
entire
see. I
job
can see
was,
who's in the game.
oh
Sir
hey,
Bugsworth is
you're
it?
you're 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 pissing me off, or you're about to score. Let me just literally remove your legs and take a yellow card for it. Appreciate it.
Is it like hockey where you're not allowed in quotes? I think it's a little bit more enforced than hockey, but basically, as long as the refs
It's
don't see, you know.
yeah, hockey you get like thrown into a box for
There's
five
no. I'm
minutes.
not in. I'm getting
Soccer,
white screen
soccer,
whenever
if you
I'm in.
do
Okay.
anything egregious enough, you just get removed from the game and your team's not allowed to replace you.
Hey,
That's the
Sir
difference.
Bugsworth,
Hockey you just get put in a hole.
is this your first time joining the server? Because if so, everyone gets like a free waystone. And then I can also show you to where our like main trading area is because we all have like shops set up as well as our main guild hall that DJ built. Okay,
Rice,
I'm back.
Rice ice hockey. If I had ice hockey in like the area I live, I probably would have played ice hockey because I think it's fun.
First time yet? Okay. Let me give you here, I'll actually TP to you. Hello. Oh, are you invisible? Why are you invisible?
Who's invisible?
Sir Bugsworth is invisible.
Oh damn.
Oh, creating character. Okay, okay, that makes sense. You can choose to
Um,
go with like the basic character, like vanilla or whatever. I don't know what it is, vanilla or player, so that way you don't have to deal with any of that except for like traits.
uh, I teleported to my home real quick to grab my helmet, and my stuff is not loading in. Oh my god. Oh, I have
Ooh,
X-ray vision right now. Well, the
I like your
chunks aren't
skin, Sir
loading in.
Bugsworth. Okay, the lag I think is oh maybe not. Hold on, we'll see. See how it works. Okay. Oh, it is not gone.
Oh Jesus Christ.
It is not gone at all. Hold on, let me check the
I'm totally
server.
unfunctional.
The status of the server. It says it's using 3% of its CPU right now. What's going
Where
on?
is my helmet at? Is it in my bag?
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Dargan, yes, what's up?
Oh,
Oh, no, the server crashed it
it
again!
crashed.
Oh, okay. Um, I was just about to give Sir Bugs with this thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think we're cooked.
I guess we're gonna have to not do Minecraft, because that's the second time it's crashed today. That's not good. Uh, I'll have to. Oh, Spaghetti-O crashes. Okay, yeah. I'll message Rook and see if he can fix it.
Jeez, yeah, it's dying, bro.
Okay, so we could play King of the Castle since that has 7 votes. Otherwise, the next ones are Spider Heck or Bopple, and then after that it's Civ 6, CK3, and Marvel Rivals. Yeah, we gonna have to change for now, fellas.
Well, we only got 5 in chat, including me. I'm down for anything that isn't King of the Castle, preferably rivals, but I'll settle.
Where's the 2
Who is spoken
spelunking
for the
boats for Spelunky 2? What did you do to my baby? Rook, wait. It was all a misunderstanding.
fuck ads.
We crashed the baby. We crashed the baby twice.
We wrapped the baby around a tree on accident,
Yeah, wasn't our fault. It just
going
happened.
going 90 miles per hour.
Baby
Baby slaughter.
slaughter. Yeah, we owe Spaghetti on the server. My gosh, Switch.
Shit, your infant child.
My gosh. I mean, you can play King of the Castle with 4 people counting the host. So like
Switch,
we
can you legally say that?
why can't Switch say
I don't know. Just it just doesn't feel right.
that?
Black Flash.
It doesn't go against TOS, so
Yeah, I mean it doesn't. Yeah, it's just in there. I'm a woman. I'm allowed to punch babies. Dude, I feel like someone would frown if just like
that is
a
wild.
mother was just beating her child. That's a little bit wild, man. Fucking Ash baby. And whatever that.
Okay, we back.
Be back.
Are you saying the server's back?
No. Oh, who was it?
What did you do to my baby?
It
We
just died.
You
crashed it.
hurt. You hurt him.
I would also like to make a note. It did crash when I was in there by myself last week.
Hmm.
It was really laggy, and
That's
then just
worrying.
crashed. And then I was like, okay, I'll hop on sometime later.
Yeah, then it crashed when we had 3 people on, then it crashed when we had 4 people on. So it's just done.
That's worrying.
And before it crashes, it's really laggy.
Yeah, like it says
This
that we have like
feels
0
like
MS and then
someone
it
is
die.
someone has done something or put something in there that has
I have not added any more code since the
broken
update.
shit.
And I just downloaded your latest thing.
This is okay. Not including the one before. This is the most people that's been on the server in a while, but that shouldn't crash it, considering
No.
this is like a strong server.
Rook, did you
Did you
Let's
try
have a
adding the
look.
girlfriend mod again?
Listen, you can't prove that.
Conforte.
You can't prove that on the
Is
court
it
of
one of
law.
the shaders / the packs? It shouldn't be the shaders because those are client side. I added some recently, but that was to my own client. So that's like only stuff I can see, and it will only affect my performance.
When you said it crashed the like week before or whenever, was that before or after we changed what was
After.
on there?
It was after the update.
Let me check the update change log.
Because like it runs, but I don't know what's crashing it.
The only major things we added was the Cataclysm mod. But to my knowledge, it doesn't actually like do anything.
Did you get a crash right after the update and just not log it? Well, I assumed it was me. I didn't know it was the server. I assumed it was me that crashed, and I just got off Minecraft. I didn't even check. But
Do you guys believe this guy not logging his
wait.
crashes?
It's okay, guys. It was just a fluke. It only happened the one time, so obviously I didn't need to report it. That's how that works.
You know, this is how Chernobyl happened.
Lazy streamer ban him. This is how Chernobyl happened. I'm gonna get banned in my own chat.
True.
I'm gonna get banned from my own.
I'm banning you from the Minecraft server.
No.
Let's have a look at this.
Lazy streamer.
Console. Is it back up again now, by the way?
Refresh.
Oh, it should now be going back up in a couple of seconds. Stop. I can see you refreshing.
I'm watching you, god damn it.
You can see every single message.
File manager. Let's have a look at
Just spam the refresh.
I did that several streams ago.
Okay,
Is it today? 26?
It looks like it's up.
26. Here we go. Debug. I'm going to download all these. See what they say. See, you guys wanted a Minecraft stream. Now you get a Minecraft bug fixing stream.
Let's go.
Yeah.
If it's something that's gonna take a while, we could always just change games and figure it out later. or something.
It depends what it actually is.
I
Like,
know.
if it's a major issue, it's the fact that it's crashed more than once.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My launch was catching flames. What did you do? Vice, just get a better launcher, lol. Skill issue. Okay, checking the first one.
Hopefully it works. I mean, otherwise, second place is king of the castle, so I'm always down to king my castle.
I'm gonna castle your
You're trying
king.
to figure out
And
here where
castle
the
my
Like we're
king if
playing
I'm king of
chess.
my castle.
We're playing chess, bro. You gotta castle your king to properly defend it, man.
Nah.
I'm seeing a lot of Ars Elemental and Ars Novo. No, I'm seeing a lot of everything. What the hell?
Everything is making it crash.
I can't find where the server crashed.
That's no good.
Reading shitloads of files. This is server watchdog. Pairing crash report. Okay.
Remove everything except backpacks.
Yeah, then backpack would probably crash it. Okay, these debug logs aren't actually giving me anything. Let me know how it's running when you're on there.
It's only. It appears that it's only crashing when people are on it as well, because I don't think it crashed. Because like every single time I was hopping
I
on,
can't
checking,
see. Yeah. There's one crash that I can see that happened on 2 days ago, about 20 minutes after the server restarted. But that could have been.
it happened again. Oh no.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, your trident is dead. Oh lord.
Mods, give this man a try.
His trident doesn't want to be with him. It's a bad relationship you guys have. Your trident tries to
Trident
run
is
away,
actively trying to leave.
but I don't
Maybe
wanna.
you and the Trident need to sit down and have a little talk.
The server claim killed
Okay,
it.
I think
Oh.
I see. Was it hang on. Last Friday that it crashed
Possibly.
for you? Because I see a crash log about the same size last Friday, and that's a server
What
crash. Let me
time?
download these. 6 a.m. my time, so
That's like what 1 a.m.
1 a.m. your time?
I mean, that would check out. Yeah,
Okay.
sounds about
Well
right.
then, all three of these crash logs will be the stuff that we're looking for at least. Logs. That's the wrong one. Crash reports. Let's look at the first one. No, I'm going to focus on these ones first. Okay, most recent. So, Watchdog said the single server tick took 60 seconds. Suspected mod Ars Novo.
Oh no. What did ours do?
But it's not saying what Ars has done.
What has ours done?
Unless it's something to do with. Is any of the stuff that you've been coding had anything to do with Ars?
No. I have an automated thing for ours, but it's at my base, and I think I have it turned off. And it was running last patch
Yeah,
just
it
fine.
wouldn't be that. It is if it's a very like small thing. I
It was
doubt it
just a
would be
very
that.
small tree farm. That it just grew the
Yeah,
tree and cut the
it
tree.
wouldn't be that. Um, has this happened twice now tonight?
Yeah. As soon as
As
you
soon
joined,
as you
things got.
joined,
Is it
things
me?
got
Hold on, hold on,
laggy.
hold on.
It might actually be Dargon.
Is it me? Am I crashing the game?
Okay, Bugs,
problem?
let me know if it's stopped being laggy now that he left.
Try and say it in a Twitch chat if you could.
Is it actually Dargon? Is it
Is it-
something Dargon
It
is
might be
wearing?
something on my client side that is somehow affecting the server.
Where did you spawn? Like when you logged in, where were you? Were you at your base?
Me? No, I was at the spawn island because I was giving Bugsworth his waystone.
Okay, so it's not that. It's fine now, yeah.
Oh, hold on, hold on.
Do me
Let
a favor and join and just show me your inventory.
My inventory?
Hmm.
It's empty. I'm in creative.
Completely empty?
I'm in creative. Yeah, it's empty. I was building. Like no curios, no backpack, no nothing. I'm naked, bro.
That's weird.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. I might.
Unless it's the only thing that would check for a specific client being on is mine colonies. But that wouldn't have anything to do with Ars Novo.
No. And all my client side resource packs shouldn't be messing with the server, right?
No, they wouldn't have anything. It wouldn't be anything to do with resource packs.
What about like was it EMF or something like that?
Oh, EMI? No.
Oh, okay.
It would have to be something that would affect.
Oh no, yeah, I got a thing. It's client side, so it shouldn't. It's called EMF for entity model features, but that's for resource packs. It's client side only.
Yeah, that wouldn't affect anything for anyone else at the very least.
Okay, the server's up. What have I done? Wait, the server doesn't like me. I'm just that powerful.
Let me check through these other server crashes and see if they're similar. They're both thinking it's Ars Novo. At Transformer, Ars Novo, Common Entity State Machine Starbuncle. Find item state on start. Let me look this up. Is there anything you're using that has something to do with Starbunkles?
Yes. The tree farm, and I don't think it would say Starbuncle if it's the Starbuncle wheels, because those are from Create, I think.
Find item state on state machine Starbuncle. I think it's the check that checks if your Starbuncle spinny machine is working.
But why is it only when I hop on? That's weird.
If it's bound to you, it might. Like if you're the one who put it down.
Maybe.
Do you have that chunk loaded? As in, like, force loaded?
I might. But wouldn't that load it?
Feel free to join again, by the way. If it crashes, then even better.
Okay,
Oh, hell yeah. I'd love to banish the tumbleweeds from my chat.
Yeah, bro, I just had to ban that fella, that goofy guy.
Goofy little guy.
You know, I've been like, I have it so that it's supposed to automatically time out people who say like cheap viewers or whatever, but I don't think it's even working.
It's because they just say like completely different things now.
Yeah.
They're trying to get around it.
Even though they get restricted anyways. If I need to like pick up my okay, I'm back on the server. Is it dying now?
Yeah, has it become laggier?
I see Rice teleporting on my map, so I think it did.
Let me load up your stream.
Yes. Get out.
There was something about.
Okay, so it's me.
Do me a favor, change from creative to survival.
Okay.
I have a theory. Stay on the server for the most part, because if the server crashes, that gives me another log that I can check.
Okay.
The worst that will happen is you'll need to go and play like King of the Castle or something, which
Oh no.
down to your discretion. Discretion. I had a little bit of stroke there.
I'm loading back in.
Yeah, load back in. And then change to. Did both of the crashes happen when you were in creative mode?
Yes.
Can you remember if the one before happened when you were in creative mode?
Yes, it did. I'm in survival now.
Now that he's in survival, is it better?
How are you feeling, guys? Are we wanting to? No.
No?
Uh,
Dude, where's my helmet at?
It's really weird. Go check your base.
my game seems fine. Seems fine.
DJ's
Says DJ.
game seems fine.
Okay, let me teleport back to my base.
Why is my helmet in this chest over here?
Alright, well, Starbuckles, what are y'all doing over here? What are y'all doing? They're in their beds!
Refresher.
They ain't even doing anything.
So it's checking the item state.
Okay, it just minus
Which
3
makes
and they're
me
moving stuff. They just doing their job like normal.
Huh. Because I don't want to say don't use Starbunkles.
What's weird
Because that's
is
like
I've been
a
using
major
them
part of ours. Yeah.
Target I am rapidly approaching.
Because a force loadable thing, the only thing I can think of why it's lagging when you're on is that the Starbunkles only do stuff when you're on, like the mine colony. But I don't know if that is actually how that works.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I have an idea. What are they told to? So it's anytime there's an item that drops down there, they do stuff, right? Why aren't they doing
Yeah.
anything anymore?
They do this sometimes. Why do I have no levels? Because I died like a bajillion times testing things out. They do this sometimes. They get stuck. It's because they are too far away from the items to register them, and there's a bug that's been going on since forever actually, where they don't like going to their beds either half the time, even though they have a path to it. So I don't know.
Is there another option you could use that isn't Starbunkles?
I tried researching like void hoppers, and we don't have any of those. I mean, it hasn't crashed yet. That's something.
It hasn't crashed yet, but if it's still lagging for a couple of people. Because if it's checking item state, that makes me think it's the Starbunkles checking whether there is items. But I don't know why it would only come up now.
I don't know either. I can't move them either, which is kind of
I
annoying.
I would suggest.
I mean,
the only thing I can suggest is if it crashes again, get rid of, so you can keep the Starbuncle create machines. That's fine. Get rid of the regular Starbunkles, like use hoppers or something similar, and see if that fixes the crashing issue. And then I can look into this a bit further and see if there's something to do with the Starbunkles.
Is it lagging right now? For anyone online right now?
No, I feel fine. But I mean, I'm not around anybody else, so I can't see.
Where are you at?
Rice, I think if it's only lagging for you.
I mean, there are like 5
okay.
people online, so expect a little bit of lag.
Yeah, if there's a lot more people online, there's going to be more lag than usual.
This spider is moving really badly. Yeah, no, that's lagging.
Do me a favor. Is there a way you could pick up the Starbunkles quickly?
I can pick them up with,
just to remove them. No, as in just.
Oh yeah, let me get my book. I can dispel them and just hold them as tokens. Maybe it's just a RAM issue. It is not a RAM issue because we have.
Oh no, we have loads of RAM.
We have like I think 18 extra gigs of RAM actually.
Yeah, just temporarily dispel all of the Starbunkles at your base and see if that fixes the issue.
All right.
What in God's name have you done to your backpack?
What's wrong with my backpack?
What? Why has it got lava in it?
for my forge.
Yeah, dude, he's just got he's got the lava backpack.
Is that the travelers or the sophisticated?
Sophisticated.
No, I wasn't aware you could put a tank on that. Well,
I forgot about all the
in
Legos
theory
that I
I was.
made. They're all my Legos are just hanging out.
He
in
has the
little
gun,
chest.
guys. He has a ray gun.
Nice, do it.
Put them
Kill
away,
the star
put them away,
bunkers.
no. Put them. No. Wait. We gotta dispel them.
Kill
Don't worry.
them. Yeah, once they're dispelled, in theory that should help both the lag issue and should stop the crashing.
Hey, fellas, you pick up my my stuff because I only got 2 charms out of that.
Vice, how is the lag now?
There's so many items here. There's not that many. Wait, where? Wait, where? I don't see any items. It's fine. I picked them all up. I think it was the Starbunkles.
The lag is fixed. Okay, so basically, stop using slaves.
But only if they're outside of the wheel.
Oh, if they're in the wheel, that's like you're just giving them work. That's indentured servitude, and that's fully legal under the U.S. Constitution.
You're so right.
Okay.
I'll have to
We
find
did it, lads.
like a different way to do it, but as long as I can get items from point A to point B, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, there should be like hoppers and pipes, I think. I think there's
I just need something
Cusco,
that
does
can
New
pick them up and
Metacraft
put
have
them in there.
pipes?
What? Well, they might have
Does,
pipes,
does
but
New
I need
there's a
I need something to pick up the items and put them in the pipe first.
hopper. Hoppers.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like that'd be a lot. That'd be like an 8x8 of hoppers, or I could just do a hopper minecart, couldn't I?
Debatably.
I'm able to do just a hopper
I mean,
minecart under the
if you
ground.
use hoppers to pick up the items, and then you can use pipes to then move the items to where you need them to be.
I think if I do a hopper minecart underneath the ground, I think it can still hit like grab things because that's how people do it in vanilla. And then I just pop that into a chest and then take pipes from that. I can probably just do that.
Yeah.
Which I want to be completely honest.
we
These
did it, lads.
Starbunkles, they are so unoptimized and buggy in the way that they actually bring the items to and from because their tracking is terrible.
Yeah.
So I don't mind getting rid of them. Oh my gosh, can I like get rid of these?
You must only use them for the wheel.
The wheel.
The wheel.
Stop taking the sticks. The stupid twigs, dude.
me when I walk somewhere in the forest and see a cool stick that looks like a sword.
Okay, well, it looks like that fixed it. And I mean, it was like, this was just for an auto mana farm, so I could run my things, so it's not even like, half the time I'm not even here, because I'm out doing the other stuff, so.
Look at this guy automating his farms.
I had to.
Nerd.
Who put on boss music? Why the heck, why do I hear boss music? Is this near? Is this near? It kind of looks like near, but I don't think it is.
It's the Starbuncle uprising.
They're mad at me now.
You've taken away the only job they liked.
Exactly.
Right. If you still have any issues, just give me a message. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that should have fixed it.
Fixed, so that thank you, engineer.
Did you do?
Yes.
Smartest man.
We did it, Mr. Obama. We ended slavery.
The only smart British man.
Once again, it's the British to end slavery.
Once again.
Fun fact: the British actually basically launched a crusade against slavery after basically being the main proponent of it for like most of history.
Lovely.
The more you know.
The more you
Right.
know.
Have fun, lads.
Thank you.
Hopefully that fixes it.
Who filled my thing with did I do that? Oh, I did that. Never mind. I was about to ask who filled my one tank down here with water, but I have that. I think it's emergency or whatever. Dog, and what do you want from me? Get down here for a second. Where is down here? Where is down here? Yo. You have a gun.
Ow.
You have cancer now? Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm in creative, so I don't feel it. You know, it's like I just don't feel it. I'm built like that. Okay, let me head back to since it's seems to be working. We're gonna keep playing some Minecraft. He's immune, yes. Cancer Goku. Bugsworth, I don't think I actually gave you. Did I give you your? I don't think I didn't give you your waystone. I got one. Oh, okay. Cool, cool.
Cancer thing's pretty strong.
I got the one. Awesome. Thank you, DJ. Okay, so what was I hold on, I gotta pull up my to-do list. I have a to-do list for this whole project. Because there's so much stuff I have to actually do with this that I had to make one. You guys got some good music there. I'm off to the Candy Caves. I love the Candy Caves. Just finding a place to create. I'd recommend, if you want to stay, like, near people, you can. There's not a limit to, like, how much area you can claim at all. So you can claim as much as you want. Just don't get stupid with it, please. Just only claim as much as you need. You can live wherever you want. You don't even have to tell us where you're living. You can live wherever you want, though. You are also allowed to have multiple claims, but that's about it. Okay, so what was I... Oh, yeah, we have a dummy now. We have a dummy now. Called the target dummy from the mod. Yeah, no, there's a test dummy that tests your DPS. So if I was to go over to our rogue class... Oh, also, by the way, I don't know if y'all knew this, but if you do wield certain daggers, you actually use both hands. And you actually attack with both hands. Now, if I... Did you need something else for the trials area? I actually kind of do. If you're down to make it, then I would love it, but you don't need to be. Like, I can do it if you have stuff that you want to do instead. Completely fine. I need like a training grounds area for people to like test out like the range of things. So like maybe a target range, as well as like I'm gonna have testing dummies to like hit. And then when you actually hit them, it shows the DPS. So I was thinking we could put that to like the left or the right of the tavern or the inn, just kind of on the side there. I think would be good. Oh yeah, the lag is like completely gone. Okay, I will not be using Starbuckles anymore. I think I can easily just use a hopper and a minecart.
No more slavery.
Well, as long as they're not in wheels. Indentured servitude is fine. There should be one next to the classes too. Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna put the target dummy over here. Somewhere over here for sure, because people are, you know, that's where people are gonna be testing stuff. And it shows your DPS here, so like for the... Why is the DPS just like climbing? not sure that's how DPS works. It shouldn't just be like climbing upwards constantly. Oh, unless this is the cap. I've reached. Unless am I continuously doing more? Actually, wait, if I attack from behind, I think I do more damage with one of these. I don't know. You can at least see the damage numbers are putting up. Something like that. And then you can see your DOTs you apply, which is pretty neat. Dang, 29 damage, dang! That's some good damage. Very cool, yeah, I know. I'm glad we were able to get this in here. You're giving that thing back shots, dang. Dang. Or maybe it's stacking with poison. It might just be stacking with poison. But so each of these classes I have, they have different weapons and stuff. And some of them have different attributes for them. I am working on abilities for them, which we just added something called probe.js. I think, can I do kjs? Can I dump? I wanna do probe. Can I not dump? Oh, that execute is not. If you're sure that you need a dump, run / configure toggle dump request. I cannot use my cancer gun. A shame. Not bad damage. Okay, so I'm not sure the target dummy DPS at the bottom works, because it's just kind of, like, increasing over time. Do you have class leveling? That is something that will be happening, so there will be, like, different abilities and skills you can unlock, or eventually subclasses you can unlock for each of these 6 classes. And then also, when you beat the bosses over here... we only have one right now, and I've only finished the easy mode for it. And I still have to configure the arena for it. But once you go into the easy mode and do that, you'll get like currency, and then you can buy some. Either you can buy individual stuff here, which okay, I need to reset the traits of these guys. Okay, there we go. So, for 5 of these volcanic cores, which come from over there, you can get a Lux Carapace, which has, you know, these custom things on it that I put on there. The item itself is from Epic Knight's add-on, so I didn't make the item, but I did add some different things to it, including its values and whatnot. So you can just buy all these different things. You can buy amenities, which is like food and healing. And then over here, we have trinkets and weapons. So essentially, you can take your base class with their base ability and then get different armor and weapons, so you have a pretty flexible way to do it. However, if you want certain new abilities, you should have a thing that keeps your XP from survival so you don't lose it. Yes, there's actually something. I think Cusco will know what this is. What's it called, Cusco? The stick you have? The
What
EXP stick?
Oh, yeah, I have in my mod, I have a memory stick.
Yeah, no, there's a thing called a memory stick, which you all are going to be given. So it will you can choose it to auto absorb XP, and it will store all the XP you get, and you guys can keep that. So that way you don't lose it. You do, however, you're only gonna get that if you actually go through and get that. That's Dawnstone. Yeah. But I plan on adding abilities. I currently I have an ability for the rogue, and I can't remember if I finished the one for the summoner. The summoner was just like a basic blink that I was working on. Rogue was like you get a speed boost and go invisible, so it's kind of like a hide dash, and then it lets you get behind someone. Like for these, for this one, it deals double damage from behind, so it lets you get behind them really fast and apply some poison with the other one. I gotta think of some other abilities to add for these guys though. Which I've been testing in single player because you have to reset the game every single time you implement them, so I'm not gonna like dump them in here because I think it requires a restart maybe of the entire server, so I'll have to do that like when no one's online, and plus I still have to work on them. But yeah, DJ, I was thinking like if you put it kind of to the left or the right of the tavern and have it be like a camp almost type of style, like a training camp / target range with like targets that people can shoot to see their distance, and maybe put like signs to track how many blocks that you can shoot from with this item, stuff like that.
My block tracker is tracking a mob spawner here.
Thank you, DJ. You are literally amazing. Oh, also, do I still have this? I don't still have this. At one point, I had a title, so I will be adding titles that you can get from this. So if you're like a swag type of person, you like getting swag and drip from stuff. If you beat certain bosses on the highest difficulty, you'll get a title, as well as there are random drops that you can get from these that you can't buy in the shops. So there is a reason to go through and do them again. If you want to head home, you click this button and it will teleport you back up there, but it'll clear your inventory, so just be careful. If you need some help, you can click this and it gives you a... Okay, there's a claim here, so I can't interact with this, which we'll fix, but this gives you like a whole tutorial on how to play the game, essentially, which, here, let me go into admin mode so I can show you what we've done. So DJ built this in its entirety. No one helped him at all. He built this. So he's got a cool little, like, frog band down here playing. Nice little... He chiseled a bunch of these things down here for this nice, tavern. Then when you go upstairs, this is where you guys can store your stuff. So you each have password-protected chests for yourself, and then you can set your spawn here. So that way when you die out there in the boss fight, you just come back here. Now, there isn't a way to turn keep inventory on, so there's almost like a durability system if you don't want to lose your stuff. Obviously, if it's basic stuff, like the stuff you get from the classes, you can just keep going in and dying, which is the point. These are cheaper stuff. You can just go in without any cost at all. However, there's this enchantment called Soulbound, I think. Soulbound, yes, preserves items on death. So you can use this item, you can buy it from someone, so that way, if your item is not with a class, like mainly a lot of these trinkets aren't going to be with a class, you can give it that, and you can give it up to 3 levels of that, and essentially, the higher the level, the less of a chance the level of that enchantment is going to decrease when you die, and when you die, and then there's no enchantment on it, you will lose the item, obviously, so it's kind of like a durability system so you don't lose your items, which it's going to be relatively cheap, so you don't have to do that a lot. Let me check the DPS. Okay, so and then you can head over here and clear your class pretty easily. So it clears all your stuff, resets your mana a little bit, which I don't even know if I want to mess with that too much. It's work in progress. As you see with this guy, you're really slow. You're really slow with the tank. How much damage do you do? 15. What about with the alt attack? Oh, can I not use the alt attack? Oh, there's that one. Yeah, so this one attacks rather slowly. You should give us a full class overview. Yeah, I can show you all the classes that I have currently. Keep in mind, this is very work in progress. And I don't have any... I haven't transferred over the abilities or added, like, any text to them. I did add a little bit of text to these, and change them a little bit. As you notice, while you're holding the axe, you become slower. And then when this shield is in your offhand, you get minus 5% speed. So when you have both of them out, you're relatively slow, but you can just put away your axe to run if you need to. This is the tank class, so they have a lot of armor. They're gonna have like they're gonna have some type of resistance ability, I was thinking. Maybe for other people, if I can figure out how that works. They get a really strong slow attacking axe, which is supposed to have a ground attack, which I can't get to work. It does have like a...
Yeah, if you crouch right click, should work.
I know,
Is
it's
it not
not
working?
working for some reason. Maybe because I have a shield?
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know, like,
Even
for
the
what
alt
reason.
attack isn't working. Oh well. It has one, guys, trust.
Ooh, another mob spawner. Let me just go down here. I love having this block tracker helmet. Oh, wait, 3 mob spawners in my
As
range?
for warrior, they are faster than the tank with a little bit less armor and a little bit less damage, but they attack faster. tank light? Kind of. The damage, as you can see with this guy, is decently lower. Especially, you can still get crits with these things, so that's also something you have to keep in mind.
I found something. What the hell is this place?
For this one, I was thinking of having like a frenzy ability, that you run faster and hit faster, maybe. But oh wow, okay. Some of my
Oh yeah,
animations
I'm in
don't
like
work
a
with this.
yeah. I'm literally in like a cat. Like I'm in like the catacombs or some shit. So
As for the healer, this one is a mega work in progress right now because I'm changing the way of how it works. But this one has very low armor. This is a horn where if you hold it like this and then release it, it'll use your mana and heal those around you. This is supposed to also heal, but I'm gonna have to change this. Then you get like the enchanter sword, which you can put enchantments on and stuff. It does lower damage than the other two, of course, but it's a little bit faster. Also, keep in mind, if you're holding left click, you actually do less damage. You have to wait for the plus to appear to actually do full damage. Just for those of you who like holding the button. The rogue I kind of already showed up, I'll show up again. This one is kind of one of my favorites, mainly because of how you hold the daggers. You can even swap the hands if you want to, based on which one you want. And yeah, this one just applies poison and stabs really fast. This is going to be a fast class. They also have, I think I had them have the lowest amount of armor, because I feel like that makes sense. So you kind of just stab them in the back, try not to get killed, and then when you get low health, you turn invisible and you can dash away, or you can use it to dash in, kind of whatever. One of my other favorite classes, I'd say this is my second favorite, is Summoner, mainly because of how they look. So Summoner, first off, they have probably the most drip out of all the base classes, but they get three things. They get a sugar staff, which if you right click, you send out like this little shotgun of that. Which with enchantments you can change how it looks. Otherwise, it just kind of spins around you. But then also, if you shift right click, it spawns a little area that does a DOT, and then I think it explodes. Yeah, that explodes for a little bit of damage. How long does it stay? It stays a decent amount of time. So then this one is going to kind of be like your downtime thing. Then you can also summon a Chakram. You can only summon this one at a time, but it'll kind of spin around you and you can move to manipulate it, but it'll hit someone for a little bit of damage and then poison them. So if you combine these two things, you can have some good DOT. And then with my favorite thing about this class is this Desolate Dagger, where whenever you stab someone, it spawns swords above their head and then stabs them. Really cool. A lot of animations for this class. Personally, this is one of my favorites as well. I was thinking for this class, I was going to give it a teleport forward type of deal. However, I cannot. I think I'll have to figure out if you can choose not to teleport downwards, because I don't want people teleporting out of bounds or anything. So yeah, this is a really fun class in my opinion. That thing's gonna stay there for a little bit. That's fine. Next one is the Ranger. This one is I'm still fleshing out, but it's just a basic character right now. You get a quick attacking dagger. Less damage on this one. This does have knockback, so that way you can hit them and knock them away. As for this is a Tertium bow from Mystical Agriculture with Infinity on it, and it does pretty good damage, all things considered. Especially with like how fast you can shoot it. That time it did. I think there's other headshot. I think there's headshot multipliers or something. I don't know, but you saw it did 17 for one of them. You should have something that is more effective against opponents with swords above them. Oh, you mean like while they have swords above them, it does, like you do more damage type of deal? I could probably do that. Although I don't know if I could do it for the... I might be able to do it. Not necessarily. I would love ideas for this, because That's something I always struggle with. I'm like, how should I do this? How should I do this? The classes are something that I'm gonna have to put a lot of time into, but these are just some base classes I wanted to try out. I did nerf the easy boss in there. Here, you know what? I'll go show you guys the boss and hope it doesn't. There's been a bug with it where it just kind of breaks. Let me go show you guys the boss. Actually, hold on. I think I have to. Let me pick a class and then go into creative just because I think I have it set, so I have to be a class. Okay, so you walk up and you click easy, medium, or hard, and then it says accepting participants. When someone clicks this, it'll get rid of the buttons for the other game modes, so then you can do this with friends. I plan on adding a party system so you can earn more XP or more rewards if you're in a party type of deal. Just something small like that. And on easy difficulty, it won't scale. The difficulty doesn't scale with players, but normal and hard, it does scale with players. So the more people you have, it will scale, but also you'll have more friends. So I click in here. This is the arena. When it loads. Yeah, and this is just a this is the arena for this boss. The arena for every single boss will be different, but I wanted to have different areas. Okay, I gotta wait for the server to load this. It is not happy right now with 5 people online.
It is very unhappy.
Yeah, I mean, this is essentially all that all it is. There's these 5 towers. One is in there that kind of connects there. These are jump pads, so they don't work for me. Actually, I can show you if I go to adventure. They only work if you're in adventure mode, which means you have to have a class. So you jump on them, and it gives you jump boost whatever, jump boost 10 for I think like 3 seconds or something, which can be a little confusing on how to work. But how you should try and do it is just jump, hold jump, and you'll jump. Kind of. Maybe. But yeah, no, it lets you jump up on top of these little pillars, and then you can kind of hide up here. However, I did find a little bit of an exploit that when you are using a ranged class, you can just sit up here and snipe the boss. So I'm gonna have to add something that will force you to get kicked off here, or I might make it so that you can heal up here and then not actually shoot from up here. That's probably more likely because I don't want you to sit up here and shoot. So I'll probably add like barrier blocks maybe, or glass panes. I don't know. Like having swords above you applies some kind of situational buff or weapon that has an additional property on enemies that have the swords. That could be pretty cool. I'll have to figure out how to do that. I mean, honestly, I could do it by applying... Maybe if the crystals periodically push you off if you're on top too long. I was also thinking that, like, if you're up here, it'll probably be on, like, it can be on redstone timers and then maybe, like, push you off of this, but I don't know how exactly that could work. They, like, release regular shockwaves. That could be actually pretty cool. If I could see how to do, I mean, I could just try and hit the player with a knockback. And then, like, that way, at least if they're up here. I was planning on adding, I'm currently in the midst of trying to make a custom block, more so for practice than anything else. Knockback 1000 stick. That'd be kind of funny. But I was thinking on, like, periodically throughout the fight, up on top of these towers, there'll be, like, this resin that comes out of here. And then out of the resin, it has, like, these, out of the resin, it has the blocks that I have. And when you step on those blocks, it'll heal you. Or give you regen, or both. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but... This is looking like you should just make a regular-ass game out of this. As much as I'd like to, making a bunch of assets is really hard. Like, or maybe not hard, but it takes a lot of time. Like, Minecraft already has a bunch of command blocks and everything that I can use, and built-in functions and whatnot, and built-in physics, damage, all that, all the basic stuff, character multiplayer, all that jazz. I do plan on making a game this summer with my brother, though. So, I mean, we could see where that goes. We were thinking on making an easier game, like maybe a cozy game that doesn't involve PvP, but, I mean, I'd be down to make something. You can learn with this, absolutely, but this is just screaming, let me make a game. Yeah, no, that's you could definitely tell that I'm wanting to be a game developer. Because I would love to make games. But yeah, I thought it would be cool to kind of realize this in here, and maybe someday I can turn it into an actual game. I don't know. Um, but yeah, maybe someday I can turn it into an actual game. That'd be pretty cool. This is what we have right now. I built these towers, and then using Create, you can actually copy the tower, copy any building, and then just paste it somewhere else and rotate it and do whatever. I also did it with those down there, which is pretty cool. Now I can befriend Dargon and trick him into adding my OC. You're a master planner, yes indeed. As for the actual boss, let's hope it doesn't crash. It worked. Okay, perfect. So it flashes this up on the right-hand side. You can actually see a timer that pops up when you click this. Normally he'd be like jumping me. He can like fly at you and stuff, but for reference on how much damage like the rogue.
Yeah, everything turned red. Oh, did you?
How much
Did you
damage the
actually?
rogue does. I don't feel like I'm actually connecting with a lot of those. Is that a whole ass dragon? Yeah, I'll have to see about this, but you fight the you fight this Luxtractosaurus, and then you kill it. Dargon, did it spawn for other guys too? No. It did not. So you see it despawn, you killed it, and then you get a congratulations and get teleported back out here. You get your currency for beating the easy boss, which is 1 core. And then as you can see out here, it's accepting participants again. Cusco, did you see anything weird when that happened?
The entire world turned red, but besides that, nothing else.
The entire world turned red? Pardon?
Yeah, whenever the Luxtractosaurus is like active in the game, the sky and shit turns red.
Oh dang.
It's done it every single time.
I did not know that.
It's just something it does apparently.
Yeah, that. I mean, if it's just changing the sky red, that can be maybe something to be like, oh hey, someone's fighting the boss. I don't know. That's not too bad.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm currently trying to find an end portal actively, but
One other thing that's gonna be a little annoying to deal with when fighting a boss is lag, because especially if you're fighting with friends, it can be difficult. How do I break this? Oh, there we go. Shift.
I'm actively using block tracking and I'm just running my way across the map.
Oh, are you and Rice loading chunks?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think you both are exploring, so the server's like dying.
The thing is that I don't know why the map resets all the time, but like because I'm at Poised Poem's place.
Did you transfer your map over from when you updated the game?
No, probably not.
You have to transfer over your map data when you update the game.
Bruh.
You can do it now if you want, but I don't know if it'll update in real time until you reset the game.
Bro, why do you have to update? Why do you have to manually do that?
Because if you think about it like this is a completely new mod pack, and the only reason you have your stuff is because the server saved it. Like, it wouldn't save any single-player games unless you transfer that over too. Because it's not like we're updating the mod pack, we're literally getting a new mod pack every single time. I mean, technically for the basic server branch, that is getting updated. But the one that's being distributed is a whole new mod pack. Otherwise, it'd be way too hard to be like, hey, everyone, download these mods. That seems inefficient. Okay, well, the thing is we can't update people's mod packs for them. So this is the only way we can do it. Because otherwise, we have to be like, hey, everyone, here's the list of all the mods you have to add and all the versions you have to add as well. Which, it does show that in the changelog, so you do have the option to do that if you really want to, but it runs a risk of people who aren't so familiar with modding a game even through CurseForge, it runs the risk of people having a lot of trouble. And we do have a like in the server we do have something that tells you how to transfer over your files and whatnot as well. So the alternative is just us giving a list of the mods and then people adding it. But I feel like this is the best way we could do it right now.
Yeah.
That's a little scuffed, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Okay, so
Yeah,
let me. I will actually put a dummy in here, like you suggested. Switch.
I lost my Eye of Enders because they just decided to break.
I'm probably just gonna leave the target dummy in the very middle.
Skeleton holding a giant war axe?
Probably.
What is this thing? Please let me have it. No.
I'll leave the target dummy in the middle for now, I guess. Okay, so I guess I can go work on the next thing on my to-do list is to stop people from camping in the boss room. So I guess I can. Oops. I accidentally teleported to this.
Why? That.
You good, bro?
I just walked into a house and there are 3 cows stuck to chairs.
What?
They're all what? Like I don't like if I stream on Discord, you can look at this. Just there's cows on chairs, bro. I don't.
Hey, Cusco, you're getting berated in chat.
Not your damn business. I trapped them there. Like, wait.
Dude, they just look like they're having a good time, man. I don't know what you're on about. They live there.
Yeah, they're just hanging out, dude. I just wasn't expecting to walk into a building and see 3 cows stuck on chairs, dude.
Okay, so there's several different ways I could do this. Hmm. I mean, so what I could do is I could have command blocks up here on each one of these that every like 10 seconds or something they check if there's a player. It'd probably be closer to 15 seconds, so you can at least stay up here for like a little bit and then you have to get off. Maybe like 15 seconds, and then they like teleport you like off to the side here, maybe. Like they teleport you over here and you just fall onto the slime block. I mean, technically you could. Whoa. I was looking at my shadow, my legs like float. Well, they actually do come off of me. That's because I have like a bouncy effect. Yeah. Okay. The boss does that sometimes. Delayed. There are also gravestones here. When you're in adventure mode, you can't actually break these. And when you're here and you're actually participating, if you step on these, I think it's if you step on these, it should break them. Otherwise, the boss also is coded to do the same thing, to break it when it steps on them. Or it's supposed to. There wasn't like an efficient way to remove all gravestones from the area. So I kind of just have like a zone around the players and the Luxstructosaurus for that.
Dude, this villager just walked through a door. I go through the door that he just walked through, and I just fall out of the house. How did he walk through the door? If it's just a hole on the other side of it.
He knows the place. You don't, man.
I guess, man. I'm still just using my tracking blocks thing to.
I guess what would be more efficient is if I had something up here that checks if the player, like every so often, it'll check if the player is up here, and then if the player is up here, it'll start a 10-second timer. Because
rotating
then that
cliff.
way I'm not having people, like, as they're jumping up here, they get teleported off to the side. This is why you need to make your own game, dog. I know, bro. I know. Unfortunately, I don't know how to code. I'm currently learning how to do C++. Otherwise, I can use visual blueprints on Unreal Engine, I guess, is the only other thing I have experience with. Which, I mean, there's actually a, actually, you know what? I'll show it. I'll show it on stream, because why not? Let me see if I can get it. Window capture. Yeah, no. Okay, so there was this is what I've been like testing on. And I know it doesn't look great. But this was supposed to be the resin block. It looks kind of like old textured netherrack, but work. I don't know. I was messing around in here and I was kind of learning how the textures and stuff work. So this is the way you can make blocky models. Kind of like Minecraft, except you can tilt them and do whatever. But this is kind of what I was messing around with for my thing. So I mean, I could use this to make some models. I was thinking about it. That's cool. Why, thank you. It's relatively simple to figure out. So if any of you do want to like make some models for something, you can use it to make 3D models for in-game as well. Like if I want to make a 3D weapon, which I was thinking about doing as well, you can make them in here and then actually import them into Minecraft. And you can even do it in vanilla Minecraft as well, but it's not like easy to do. You have to add like a data pack and stuff. You know, that's what I've been working on a little bit here and there. So I've been thinking about making, if it's a blocky game I make on Unreal Engine or something like that, I can just use a program like that and make the models, at least the models that I don't have, something like that. But we'll see. We'll see.
I just broke a spider spawner and then I immediately get jumped by a spider.
Dang,
It
bro.
was very angry with me.
Okay, we're gonna put the code in here. And how this is gonna start is give it PSX graphics. What's PSX graphics? Boom, 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 boom. Let's do 15 blocks, maybe? Let's see, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so actually I could do like 10. Just to be safe, in case people are... So, okay, actually the problem is... PSX is a fancy way to say PS1. Oh, gotcha. I could literally, yeah, I could make it PS1 graphics. Problem is if someone gets way up here, like, because actually, can you even do that? I'm not sure. What the hell? I think it's possible. Okay, yeah, it is easily possible to get up here. So I will have to do... No, do like 12 so people don't parkour outside the window to dodge the push. Exactly. I think I might just up it to 15, because... Hold on. What? Hold on. Oh, whoops. What's my, button for this? That's what? That's 15 blocks right there. So if I did from there, if someone was to stand, actually, if they'd have to be up here. Because like the thing is, it'll run like probably every 5 or 10 seconds. It'll check if someone's within, and that could be horizontally as well. It could check for 15 blocks. And it could also check like diagonally. But no one's gonna be that high up unless they're like launching themselves up here. which, I mean, if they camp down here, I'm pretty sure the boss can actually hit you down here, so I don't really care if they camp down here. That's whatever. It's if they camp up here, because it's actually out of the boss's reach, because the boss can jump really far as well. So that's, let's do 15, let's do 16, in case they're on the all the way top. So we'll do 16. So if they're within 16 blocks, hold on. Scoreboard, objective, add, what do we want to call this? Tower, kick. Okay, so tower kick. So you have an objective called Tower Kick, and for those of you who aren't too familiar with how Minecraft works, so scoreboards are like the stuff that show up on the right-hand side when I start the boss fight, where it like counts up or does whatever. It's basically how in Minecraft you can manipulate numbers. So it's a scoreboard that won't get shown to anyone, but the game will know it and it can track numbers in said scoreboard, kind of like how variables are. So this Tower Kick objective, you can add scores to it. So what I can do is I can add a timer, so actually this will probably, so if entity, I'll probably make a central timer, down there with the other code that'll check by placing a redstone block next to this, so we don't have to worry about powering this. So it'll check if if there is someone here, by just quickly powering this, and then it will run.
I forgot Goob just has a Tremorzilla.
Yeah, no, he just has a Tremorzilla.
Just hanging out.
He's just hanging out. So this will be where it starts. So that way, hey, if someone's within this distance, it'll execute this. However, if I do distance, oh, I guess I actually could. Hold on. Execute if the player is 16 blocks. So that shouldn't get anyone on the ground, necessarily. But like here, I'm gonna have to do the TP code. Actually, I can just put the TP block over here. Yeah, that'll be fine. I can put the TP block up there. So this will activate this line of chain right here, which will be... Honestly, I could probably use... I don't really want to use a create. So I have the scoreboard, so we want it so that every single second it'll add... Every single second that this thing runs, it will add 1 to the score. So what we're going to do is we're going to do scoreboard players add, and we're going to do, so you can either add an individual player to the scoreboard, or right here you can add some type of objective. So we're just going to type seconds in here. Actually, we should probably do ticks. So for Minecraft, every 20 ticks is 1 second. So, and it will, you can add it in ticks, or actually, I don't know, seconds. Let's do seconds. We'll do seconds. So we can have it add seconds 1. So it's gonna add, every single time this code runs, it'll add 1 to the scoreboard. And how we're gonna do this is gonna be a little scuffed because we don't have a lot of room in here actually. But I think we can do it. So I need a comparator to check if it runs, and then I need a redstone... Oh, what's it called? I always forget what this is called. Is it a relay? No, it's not a relay. I'll just go check what it is. I can't remember for the life of me. This thingy, pulse repeater. I love this thing. It essentially can add delay to your redstone, so whenever this receives a redstone signal, it will wait X amount of time, however much time you put in there, and then it will send out the pulse. So I can have it so when this thing goes off, the comparator will go, which actually, you know, we're actually going to move this to the right. Maybe. Or move this to the right. So move this here. Sorry, I just had to ban a bot. How dare they? I'll add that after we get this. Okay, so when it runs, we want... Where did I place that block? I placed it over here. Does this get disrupted by blocks like normal? It does. Okay. That's whatever. Okay. We could even have the loop down here, technically, if we cover it out. We might have more room, but that's whatever. Okay, so once this runs, we can do a comparator that comes out. And we're gonna want to do it so that if there's a single, we're gonna want to go the other way. There's a way you can do this with scoreboards, but it causes a lot more lag on the server, or it can if you have a lot of them going at once. And I don't really want to do that, so I have to do this a little bit scuffed, but it works. Let's take a redstone comparator. And then we take a repeater, so that way, as long as it has any signal at all, it'll go, and then it will take... This is a Minecraft-themed coding stream. It kind of is. If I was experienced enough with Unreal Engine and whatnot, which I mean, I'm down to learn code on stream, but I'm not. I've been doing this coding stuff for a while, so I can understand it a little bit more than that. But if I did, I plan on doing some coding and building a game this summer, even if it's just like a small demo for practice. So I might stream it. Okay, can you explain what comparators do? I still don't know. Yes, so a comparator checks if something is true, and then it gives power. So in this case, it checks, hey, did this command block run? Yes. Okay, send power to this. At least in this case. But for another example, it can also, it will output more power the more items are in a container, including a furnace, a chest, a hopper, etc. So it can check if there's a certain number of items, and the more items that are in there, the higher redstone power it'll have, which means the farther the farther it'll travel on this dust without needing a repeater or something to continue. Which is great for doing like filters or like anything like that where you have to test how many items are in there. So in this case, I'm just checking, hey, did this command block run? Yes. Okay, it'll power this, go along here, and then we're going to give this a 1 second delay, so that way, and you can see how it says 20 ticks, so it'll wait 20 seconds before, actually we have to go one out, because how repeaters work. So we'll go here, wait 1 second before, so that way we can add this every second, send the redstone signal over here, and then boom. So essentially what's going to happen is this is going to be like, oh, hey, there's a player here. Let's run this thing. So it'll be like, hey, there's a player here. It checks like every 10 seconds, maybe there's a player within 16 blocks, and then it will run. It'll place a block, we're gonna be placing a block right here. So we're gonna place a redstone. Actually, we'll place a redstone block like right here. So it's out of the way. This will power it and start the loop, and then it'll go through here. Wait a second, power it, and then power the comparator again, and continue for as long as we need. This is an alternative to doing what a lot of people do if they don't have to worry about a server, where they can set this command block to repeat, which changes its color as well. That means if you set repeat and always active, this command block will run literally all the time, 24/7, which you can imagine that can cause some lag. So I don't do that. Instead, I do a scuffed way where when the boss fight is running, it'll activate these certain loops I have based around the game, the arena. So that way, it'll only cause a lot of it won't cause a lot of lag, but it will definitely lessen the lag when no one's fighting the boss. It sounds like a great way to crash a server. Yeah, when you have a lot of those repeating command blocks running at the same time, it's a couple of them by themselves are okay, and they're perfectly fine. But it can definitely be hard. And I do have some repeating command blocks, but they only run while the boss is going. So they don't cause a lot of lag, but they do cause a little bit of lag, especially if you hit it on a really big scale. So set block, we need our coordinates. Okay, let me copy that. Okay, just to check if that's the same, if that's the correct place. Set block here with a redstone block. Beautiful. Okay, and you notice this comparator didn't activate because there's no code within here. So while this did go off, it didn't do anything. So the comparator didn't do anything. So we can do that. Set block here, redstone block. Or we don't want to do that in here. We want to do that in this one. Redstone block. So when there's a flare within 16 blocks, it'll throw it right there. And then once it's there, it'll add scoreboard, players, add seconds 1. We're gonna add 1 to that. So this will run every single second. Now, the other thing that we also have to check for, which we can actually use the same exact loop for, is if 10 seconds have passed. So using this same exact loop, we're gonna go underneath this, and we're gonna use what's called the chain command block. Which a chain command block, you'll see that it actually turns it'll change color to blue. And I'm changing it to be conditional, which means that this command block has to go off and work before this command block can work. So, and I'm having it always active, which doesn't mean it's actually going to go every single tick. Girls, that is not blue. Okay, it's like a green. It's like a green. Okay, that's mint. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm a stereotypical colorblind man. I'm sorry. You're right. That's like a mint. It's not like a blue. But yeah, no. So it's conditional, which means it has to run there, and a chain command block means it can run after this has ran, and it's always active, so that way it can check and work, but that doesn't mean it's running. So we're gonna do execute if I think it's data. Oh, how do I check it? If entity seconds. Do I check entity? What do I check? Oh, if score seconds of tower kick is equal to. No, we're just to account for lag, we're gonna do greater than or equal to 10. So if this is equal to 10, why is it? Wait. Why is it asking for another seconds? Why is it asking for another one? Execute if Score seconds from tower kick is greater than or equal to seconds. Oh, wait. No, I'm stupid. Equal to 10. We don't really need to have a thing there. We don't need to have another thing, I don't think. Run. So for this, we're gonna do TP. Actually, for this, we want to do, just to make sure we have the distance correct, we're gonna do set block. Oops. Run. Set block. And then we're gonna set the block right over here. So it'll be this coordinate point. Which means if I do... I think if I do... Okay, so I need to go one down, so it's negative 15. Six, 7, 8, 1. Okay, so we'll set this block to be a redstone block. I'm gonna have to check if that works. So actually, really quick, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the score to 10 on there, and then I'm gonna see if it works. Wait a minute, do we have scale? Oh, wait a minute, I forgot we have this. Chat, look at this. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. But this is one of the things I was looking forward to in this mod. So scale, add. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Where is it? Height. What is scale? Is it not size? I can change width. I can change height. Okay, let me change width to 1. I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna do change width by 10. I am wide. I am now wide. And then I can do subtract to return to normal. And now I'm gonna shrink back to normal. There we go. So it's something. I was very wide boy. So if I wanted to make myself a lot bigger, I could do add 1 to my width, which makes me a little bit wider. As you can see, it looks a little squished right now, but if I was to do that same thing, but to do it with height. Okay, it doesn't push you, actually it punishes you for camping by applying weight. Yeah, it just makes you massive. Then we're gonna change, where is it at? It literally is it? Okay, height. So now I look normal. Now I look normal, but that's because I'm upscaled by 1 and 1. So as you can see, I'm actively bigger. Obesity bingo, which this could be pretty cool. I was actually thinking on doing this for the tank class. I was thinking about making them bigger. We gotta be massive to fight the bosses, King Kong versus Godzilla style. Heck yeah. But no, this could be pretty cool. For like if we want to have someone get buffed up by like the wizard or maybe the healer even, or maybe even the summoner. The summoner could even like summon bigger things or change a bunch of all those values. But the tank I might make a little bit bigger, just to have a bigger hitbox and a bigger swing to him. To also block. I think that makes sense. But anyways, let's change this and get back.
Please don't break, Ender. Thank you. My eye of Ender did not snap.
Are you trying to go to the end?
I'm just trying to find it.
Why?
Because I have some just because I'm bored. and I
Oh
have a
yeah.
block tracker so I can find its exact location.
Okay. Okay. So, anyways, we got sidetracked. So we want
Yeah, you're too
the
interested in what I'm doing.
no, not that. I was interested in the scaling. I'm getting B. Because that was something that it's technically in base Minecraft, but it's really buggy and really annoying and really hard to do. So I asked Rook if he could add that mod so that we can change the scale of a lot of things, and that includes your size and your height. So I could just make you a really wide boy if I wanted to, and
The
it
skeleton is
appears
playing
to actually
Undying
change your
stream.
hitbox too, which is cool. Um, okay, we already have that. So we have this starting here, and then this is gonna do something similar to this, except so it's gonna check if a player is still after 10 seconds within 16 blocks, and then it's gonna TP them. Oops, run TP at P, which
What the? Where am I? What is this place?
run. Oh wait, whoops. As wait. Okay, so the problem is oh wait. Actually, what I want to do is I don't want to do the nearest player. If well, for this I do actually. Hold on, I did not mean to delete that. Okay, so for this we want to do, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna TP all players within the 0 to 16 blocks. So that way it's like, oh hey, is there a single player here? Okay, teleport all players within 16 blocks. Which can be a little annoying if someone, but like at that point you can just yell at your teammate and be like, "Stop camping, bro." We're probably like realistically, I'm probably gonna up it to if there's gonna be healing up here, I might change it, but I don't know. I'll see. TP them. So for this tower specifically, now we could make it relative and have them be teleported out into the middle of the sky and then just take fall damage, but I don't want to punish them that badly. I kind of just want to teleport them like out here, so they will fall and not be able to do much, but they'll still fall down onto this. I'll probably teleport them like here, or like here maybe. Yeah, I'll teleport them here. 6, 7, 6, 7. Okay, so I'll teleport them there if 10 seconds have passed by, at least in here. It does not really matter if they're... You can use the rotation and everything else, but that doesn't really matter. Okay, so now we're going to do scoreboard, players, set seconds in tower kick to 10. We're going to set it to 10. So it is currently 10. So, actually, I should have set it to 9, maybe, to run the loop and see if it works. Actually, no, what I was going to do is I was going to check if this code works. So if this code works, then it should teleport me away. I also plan on adding a spectate button, so at some point, you'll be able to spectate people directly if they're in the middle of a fight. You can just click spectate and go check them out, and then when the boss fight's over, it'll teleport you back. If you're in spectator mode, it'll just teleport you back into the lobby. Whereas if you've won the game, well, I guess it'll teleport everyone to the same place. So then if I run this code, incorrect argument for command greater than, oh, what's wrong? Oh wait, hold on. I think it's because of this right here. Source objective. Oh, it's looking for what? Is it not?
Oh, I found a supply camp.
Source mentioned. Oh my gosh. Time to do the thing if you don't time to do literally what you always do when you don't know what to do for coding. You literally just look it up.
Yep. Uh, so like you don't give people like a starter camp for like you know for the one mod, right?
No.
For mine colonies, because I have one. So if Mr. Bugglesworth or whatever your name is wants one, I can get you one if you want like a free like a free start for mine colonies.
Oh, there's also this really cool website called MC Stacker that it's really nice. If seconds. Wait, it's not an entity. That's oh wait, does it have to be an entity here? I don't know if I can do it here then. We gotta do research chat. Also, for those of you who haven't played Source and Yomi, literally so fun. Totally do it. The characters, so if for those of you who know, what was the reason before she got nerfed? What was making her broken enough to have her banned? Because I know she wasn't always legal. Oh, okay. So according to the internet, what I'm doing wrong is where was it? It's here. Okay, so for here, it's if this matches 10 to 11. You know what? I'll just do 10 to 100 in case the game lags and it like accidentally increases it. So it's like, hey, is it greater than 10 seconds? Okay, cool. Run this.
Oh, block tracker. 12 end portals. I'm by the end
12 end
portal.
portals. Oh dang, you can just search for the end portal.
Yeah, I can find the end portal blocks. Where
That's
are the
pretty cool. Like the
I'm
frame.
scanning again. I can't see them. Yeah, the end portal frames.
It isn't
Oh,
the only
down here.
thing,
Yeah,
but
there
the
we go.
example issues perform work had lower IASA, the higher her counter, and it was insanely low at the early ones, giving her like, oh dang, that's kind of crazy actually. Okay, that that is a good example issue of why she was banned. This tournament's going pretty well from what I've seen. Oh, it worked. It worked. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, no, as you saw, it placed the block because the score is set to 10 seconds, and then it teleported me because I was close to it for that long. It kicked me out. So if I run that again, boom, kicks me out. Now, just to make sure that this is working correctly, we're going to set this score to something else. Scoreboard, players, set, seconds, tower kick, to 0. We're going to set it to 0. Now we're going to run the score to get this again. Okay, it doesn't work. Yeah, that's okay. That's perfect. This doesn't work. A majority of our moves were also slightly overtuned. You should probably make it remove the redstone block now. Yes. So after 10 seconds, so now the nice thing is we don't have to go through a whole if thing. We can just do a chain and conditional, which means this thing ran. So now we can do set block and then whatever this was, 8509. Was it negative 15? And then negative 6781. And then we set it to air. So then it just removes it. So that way it'll go through the loop. Okay, so now what we have to do is okay. Now I'm gonna check if this works. I can't. I'm just gonna place a redstone block here to see if this works and see. Okay, so the what we're gonna have to do here really quick actually is so I'm probably gonna have the loop set to be every 12 seconds. It's gonna check if there's a player up here and start this. Or I could probably do 10 seconds. Oh, another thing we also want to do really quick before I forget, so this loop actually works. So we'll do it. We'll actually just do it over here on the teleporting one. So after it has successfully teleported someone, it's gonna set the score to 0. Man, command blocks look cool as hell. They honestly do. Do you mean like the like how they visually look, or like how they work? Okay, so scoreboard, players, set, seconds of tower kick to 0. And we'll have that be a chain conditional. Visually, yeah, no, they look really cool. They also have like little glowy effect on them. They're like a really cool block. Like, and what's nice about them? Look at this. I'm in survival. I can't mess with this block. I can't use it at all. So unless you were in creative, you can't even mess with these. So hypothetically, they could be used for building blocks. Yeah, I know. Why do they have to go so hard on this block that is literally only for, like, coding things? They didn't have to go so hard. Okay, I don't need this here. I really don't. Okay, so yeah, after it teleports, it's going to set the seconds to 0. You got a stack of emeralds, dang! If you're in survival, it's functionally bedrock. Yeah, exactly. Because you can't... you might be able to break it, but I don't know if it gives it back to you. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, so once it's 10 seconds, it'll set that block over there to redstone, which will instantly do that, and then it'll set it to air, which means it'll be ready to activate again, and then it'll set it to 0. So I guess all that is left to do is to check. Huh. Needs redstone. Oh, did it not? Did it not power this? Oh no. Does it not? Am I stupid? Okay, so it is adding the seconds this works. So it looks like, I guess comparators only really work if it's a repeating command block. Okay, well that works. So I don't need to worry about doing this anymore. However, I will need a loop after this, which is, I remember that's why I actually had this here. Set block, whatever this is, 8, 5, 13, negative, I think 18, 6, 7, negative 6, 7, 8, 1. Let me make sure I didn't put the wrong coordinate. Negative, negative. Okay. And you always want to make these blocks hidden, because, I mean, while they look cool, you want to make it seem like everything is kind of, well, at least for this, what I'm doing. I want to make it seem like it's just kind of happening seamlessly, and you're not actually seeing or hearing anything that's going on in the background, kind of like an actual game would. So it's going to set that block to air right after, like, instantaneously places it, sets it to air. So alternatively, what we can do is alternatively, what we can do is we can actually place the redstone block here instead, which will activate this, and then activate that. However, what we're gonna have to do. since the comparator doesn't exactly work how I thought it did. I thought it would. It only works with all with repeating command blocks, unfortunately. Actually, let me make sure. Let me back check myself. And a comparator, check if a command block has run. Okay, so according to the internet, I was right, which means I don't know why this is not working, because like this runs and then the comparator should activate sending a signal. Bugs. Okay, yeah, so it's updating the time right here. So it is increasing. Okay, I guess we just won't use this. So we'll just place the redstone block in a different place. And then just make a redstone like loop over here. So we can place it and then it'll run through. So what we'll do is we'll just do something pretty simple here. So if this is activated, it'll send redstone that way and that way at the same time every 1 second. Once it is activated. So we just have to change the. I don't want to put it in the middle because that'll activate both sides at the same time and could be bad. So we'll just place it like here. Place the redstone block like on top of this. Which, just to check this again. -18. I'm just gonna do. Oh balls. That was round one. It's supposed to be 8. Okay, cool. So that's the coordinates we'll be using for that. This is often what I'm doing when I'm on the the Minecraft server. This is oftentimes what I'm doing. So it's taken me a while to learn how to do all this stuff. But I've gotten used to it. Okay, so we want to do we want to change it to these coordinates and then these coordinates. So that way it'll place it right there and instantly break it and start the loop. So let's set the scoreboard to. Actually, we have a command for that. Oops. There we go. We can just copy that. Okay, so let's check if this works. It didn't run this. And see what happens. What if you leave that there? It gets the loop stuck. Okay, so it didn't run this. Oh, because I forgot to click always active. I need to do that for this as well. Make sure I set these to always active as well. And always active on chain command blocks don't actually mean always active. It just means that they don't need to be like powered by a redstone block or anything. Okay, let's set that to 0 again, and then let's. Okay, this should be working. Oh wait. Okay. So it looks like we need a little bit of delay for this to work. Hold on. Let's remove this. Okay, what that small tick is enough for it to work. So now it's looping. The only problem with this is at the end of the when the boss fight is over, we're gonna have to find a way to terminate this, which, like we showed before, if we just tell it to place this here and wait, then this will get stuck. Well, actually, wait. Actually, that worked. That worked. So I guess we could actually, at the end of the boss fight, we could just place this here for, like, a little bit, and then remove it, I guess. Or, I mean... Because I don't know where it's at its loop, but like... Or... Yeah, no, we could just deal with that. Well, actually, we're gonna have to, we're gonna have to make sure that the loop stops working when someone gets teleported. So we're actually gonna have to do it within one of these two command blocks chains, which we don't have a lot of space for, but that's fine. One unfortunate thing with command blocks is you can't change directions. Once you're going downwards, you can't go downwards. Once you're going sideways, you can't like change your direction. Kind of an unfortunate thing, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so what we want to do here is stop the loop, which we could effectively have another timer here. However, what we could do... Hold on, I actually think a comparator would work for a chain command block. Maybe. I guess we can... We're gonna do a little bit of testing here, chat. We're gonna do message Dargan hi. And then we're gonna do this second one, message Dargan bye. But then when this runs, we're gonna have it. I just want to see if it runs anything out of that. It
Oh,
does.
I found it.
It does. Oh, but it's always
Brother,
active.
I have found the end portal.
Nice.
So now I just gotta place a marker here and then get a waystone down here eventually. Waypoint and portal.
Wait, why is this working now? What? Oh, but it...
Well, now I gotta get my ass out of here.
Okay, that's just like stuck on though for some reason. It worked for the chain command block, but I think it got stuck on as well. Okay, yeah, they both run, and then this is stuck being on for some reason. I think it's because this is always active. Ah, yes. Was that because I updated, though? Okay, so no, that didn't work, but... This is set to also need redstone as well, though. Which I don't get. This is set to need redstone. I wonder, if I make this a chain... If I make it a chain that just does that, but it needs redstone, and it's unconditional, can I do this? No, I can't, because it's a... Then if I do this... Okay. It's not exactly doing what we want it to, so we won't use the comparator. I guess. Actually, wait a minute. Why don't we just make use of what we're already using, and off of, let's say off of here, maybe. Off of here, ooh, we don't really have a lot of room.
The Rasher. This thing's sick. Oh, that thing wants me for real. Oh god.
Are you in the end, dude?
No.
Where you at?
I'm in a cave and I'm currently getting attacked by something called a Thrasher.
Oh,
Underwater.
he's thrashing you.
It wanted me for real.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
this
in
thrash.
that biome. Okay, so what we can do here, Um, so the
Oh, dude, I'm
loop,
under a
this will
cave in
run
like
with the loop. You're under a cave?
yeah, I'm in a cave. There's like a giant like labyrinth of there's like a giant labyrinth and it's got a like this is where the end portal is. Like it's like a giant labyrinth of a bunch of I don't know how to describe what I'm like. It's like I can see the outside of it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I literally I cooked the Thrasher. I literally just took out my micro missiles and just bombed it.
So we can have this. So this is when we can tell after 11 seconds we want to end the loop. Okay, so we go to end the loop. Um, actually, wait a minute. I am doing this in a really stupid way. We could just make this a repeating command block, and then instead of having that 1 second timer. Okay, so if we have it set to need redstone, we actually probably would need that, but I think that means we can use the comparator though this time. I think. See how it's running all the time, but this comparator is not working for some reason? That's kind of annoying. Okay. Um, but so as long as this thing has redstone, it'll run. But that's at that point we're effectively just doing what we're doing before. Except, hold on, no, except. So we can do is we will have it place a redstone block probably just in the same place over here. So I will actually need to keep the thing going. I actually need to keep this here. Um, so 1 second. And then we're gonna have a repeater right here with 1 tick of delay right there. I don't know if that's actually a tick. It says a delay of 2. I don't know if that's 2 ticks, and if so, if I should lower this to like, I think that is 2 ticks. Yeah, because delay of 2. Because it's not 2 seconds. So if I do this in totality, it'll start the loop, and then you know what? No, we'll just leave it at 20. It'll be like it'll be a little bit off, but that's fine. I don't really mind. It'll be roughly 10 seconds. So essentially now we're gonna have this, so it'll work the same as before. Um, wait a minute. I think I'm doing this wrong. Because I'm treating this like an impulse rather than a repeating. The Garden Goblin was added to the playlist. Heck yeah. uh, okay, so what we're gonna need to do is just back to impulse. Set that to 0. Okay. Um. So after 11 seconds, we want to find a way to stop this from working. Um. You know, we could do this another way by making it so that there's a we can make another timer within here, but I don't really want to do that because that can cause more server delay. And we're trying to minimize that as much as possible, which is why this might be a little scuffed, but it'll work. Um okay, so if it loops, the only way I can see to stop this is if we have a so like maybe we have a sticky piston that is powered or unpowered, with like a with a block. So redstone repeaters can actually send uh redstone through blocks. So it has to be on a corner though. So like we'd have to have redstone go around to it. So we're kind of because then what I could do is I could just have it so that oh hey however many seconds is up, let's pull the piston back, so this loop can no longer continue. Um, which we'd want to make sure the loop is over before we do this. So actually, we're probably gonna move this command over to here. Just to make sure that it is actually set to 0 correctly. So move that over there. This is essentially going to now. I believe if I want to do this a certain way, I actually can. So let me check this. Let me test this up here. Set block. Sticky piston, and then you could do something like this. Extended equals true. The other option was facing, but we don't really need to care about that. Okay, so it instantly retracts because it updates when it's placed. Okay, so essentially what we're going to do is we're going to do something like this. So we're going to have a command block that when the loop starts, it's going to place the redstone block, have it extended out with a block in hand. And then a redstone repeater will have the loop send redstone signal through the block. And then when the loop is over, it's going to cut this off and retract the block. However, we can't... That was a poor block to use because reinforced blocks can't be pulled, but the block will be pulled back and the signal will stop. So when we want the loop to start, it's gonna be actually gonna be when this block is placed. So if we could, it would be better in terms of coding wise if we made it so. Can I get like a block that ain't? I'll use regular deep slate tile. Okay, so it'll extend, meaning the block will be there. So yeah, if this extends, let's just move the block here, okay? So the block is here. Unfortunately, we are working with much too limited a room to even like get this to work, because like I need to go a little more this way. We have room. No, we don't. Okay, so what I need to do is have it go. So we can actually put the 2-tick delay here. Remove this. But now the problem is we need redstone coming from this way as well. And we need the redstone signal to be... I think it has to be intercepted by this as well. Let me see. Where is it actually visible? Okay, so it's visible here. Oh wait, but I can put blocks here. Hold on. I've just been doing this poorly. I can just do this. Okay, and then if we just leave that as is, boom, we have more room. Okay, so and actually what we could do, so let's have this back to how it was.
Mossy Waystone, nice.
Bubblegum dog. This is a pretty good sound, not gonna lie. Okay, so what we can do is we can have it what?
I think I found an abandoned mine colony.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's got 2 mines in it.
That's actually kind of crazy.
At a town hall, yeah, this is an abandoned one.
So we can't have that work. Okay. Because we're having the redstone block right here, and then we're gonna need a piston on the left or the right. It looks like the left is more favorable, so we have to place it here. Unfortunately for us, actually let's block this off and get more space over here because we're gonna need it. Okay, now the only unfortunate thing is I have to copy all of this over to every single other tower here. So I have to do this another, like, 3 more times. um, Thankfully, I can use the... I can just, like, copy-paste all the commands. What I'm probably going to do is copy-paste all the commands into, like, a notepad, so that way I have them, and then I'll just have to change the coordinates or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so this is extended, which means it's active. So that means there needs to be a redstone repeater going in there.
I think this is another abandoned mine colony. No, I think no, this is just a village. Oh no, wait. No, wait, what? Minecraft, oh no, their Minecraft comes alive, people. So yeah, this is just a regular village.
So if I do this, the redstone goes in there and it works. But the problem with this is that if I do this, then it doesn't. Actually, we could have the loop go... Okay, it looks a little scuffed, but... So redstone block gets placed there and retracts it. Oh wait, but I can't have it go that way. Because that's there. False. Hold on, out of curiosity, I gotta see how this works. Out of curiosity, if I have just redstone running like this... Okay, yeah, no, it doesn't work. However, what happens if I have redstone running into it? Okay, yeah, that works. So it does depend on how the direction looks. So... Okay, so I mean, what we could do... We need to... Okay, so we literally need this here. Okay, so this is here, then that extends this, while also keeping... Oh, wait, I didn't think about that. We actually don't need to use this because the block instantly gets placed and then replaced with air. All right, that's this one. If I have a nut, yeah. So it's placed and then instantly is rid of its existence. So actually, what we can do right here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So what we can do is, I guess we can add another chain block here to set some block somewhere to be that. Okay, so let's just put the... Let's just say we wanted to do something like this. So the block, let's say the block goes here. Actually, you know what? Let's just say the block goes here. And then that means, so that would mean that the redstone for this, actually we could do it below. We could do below. To save space, let's put the piston below here. So normally, it'll be like this, but then when it's activated, it'll, oh, whoops, I don't want to use reinforced. I do not want to reuse reinforced for this. It's a regular block. So it'll bounce it back up and then allow it to be powered through. Which, because of that, we can actually have it so we can't actually loop that way. So what we want to do is after 11 seconds here, we want to do something. I guess, okay, so we're receiving the signal from there. So we get the signal really quick, starts here, and then it goes over to here via this block. Actually, no, I need to have it facing into there, regardless. I wonder if I... Okay, let me break this and this so I don't power anything. But if there is a block here, so if there's power here and a block here, oh, it does go through. Okay, so actually we don't need a repeater there, which means we can loop it back around this way, and then on the way back we have the 1 second delay, putting that there just to be safe. So then when it does go through, I think we found it. I think this is it. I think this is what it's going to look like. So the redstone block is going to place right there when it starts, and then instantly removed, which will start the loop with redstone, and then this will have already retracted upwards, hopefully, as long as everything works fine. So for this, we need to put a redstone block right 8, 5, 10. Is it? Hold on. Add caps. 8, 5, 10, negative 19. Okay, I need to go negative 20. Dang, bro, who is shredding right here? So that'll be where that'll be placed. Wait. Okay, yeah, so that works. Put the redstone back there. Okay, so what we want to do is when we go to start this, so we're actually going to put this here. Okay, so that way it'll set that, and then it'll just place that down there. But then what we're gonna do is after 11 seconds, we're gonna set the loop to stop. So the loop will be like, hey, yeah, we're gonna set this to air now, so that the loop will completely stop, and that'll be after 10 seconds, roughly. We're putting this at 11 seconds to hopefully allow for... Actually, I don't think it really matters. If I put it at 10 seconds... Or no, we want this to be at 11 seconds. I think... So this will happen... We actually kind of need this to be a little precise, so I'm going to change that to 2 ticks, because I think these are ticks that it's delaying in. So we'll try and do this, so it's at 18 ticks. So it should be an exact 10 seconds before it reaches here, and then sets that to air, pulling that down, stopping the loop entirely, which means there can no longer be any more power going there, and then it sets the seconds to 0. So it's a little, it's very messy and does not look pretty, but we're gonna try it out. We are going to try it out. So let's make sure that the score is set to 0. Really quick. Okay, now 0. Let's see if we can get this to work. We want to place it there. Bubbles. Okay, it seems to be working. It's counting up. Ooh, wait, hold on. What did scoreboard get to? Scoreboard players get seconds tower kick. Oh, I got set to 0. Okay, so actually we need to set this to 11 because it seems like yeah, this didn't even go off. So it didn't even reach 10 there. Oh, I guess I have it starting at 0. I think that's why. So I have it starting at 0, so it has to technically go up a little bit more because it has to go. I don't know. Let's try that again. I set that to 11 seconds. Let's see if this works. Okay, that's up. It is looping like we wanted to. Waiting the second and then sending it through. I should get teleported away first, is what I'm hoping. I didn't get teleported. I did not get teleported. Why not? These haven't gone off at all. So it's not if score seconds tower kick matches 10 or up to 100. Is it because I need to allot even more time? Or is it because this isn't? Let me set it back to 20 ticks and leave that at 11. At least the piston thing is working. I feel like what I did was all I did was extend that. I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Okay, so maybe this needs to be lessened to 16 because it's going through, or 17 maybe, because it's going through this loop and then that one, maybe. Rice is out of uranium. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing for society. You know what? Why don't I just do this the safe way and do this whole thing? Wait. Yeah, if it matches 10 to 100. There we go. So if score matches 10 to 100, then do that. Yo, Shiki! Thank you for the raid! Welcome in, everyone! You were playing Vintage Story? Ooh, how is your vintaging going? Hope it's going well. Welcome in, everyone. And for those of you who don't know me, I am Dargan the Dargan, aka just Dargan. I am a guild PNG tuber right now. I have my big PNG tuber out right now. Oh, Starbucksworth just died in lava.
No.
Right now we're playing
Oh,
on our
no.
modded Minecraft server. I'm currently messing with some code with command blocks, so if that's your thing, stick around. If not, I completely get that. If you got a raid and run, that is completely okay. You know, self-care comes first here, so I completely get it. Thank you for the raid, Shiki. How is your stream going? Or how was it going? Yeah, how did it go? Went well. New world. Tin bronze anvil by day 3. Dang. Head hurty though. Lightheaded. Oh no, Shiki. Yeah. If you gotta go, please go and get some water and lay down if you have to. We don't want Shiki to be not doing good. I appreciate the raid though. Thank you so much. I hope you do feel better though. I know around this time it could be a lot of things. Could be sickness, could be sinuses, could just be maybe I don't know, maybe you just need some rest. But yeah, no, we're in the middle of doing some we have like a modded I'm making custom boss fights and whatnot. So you can pick these classes that I made myself, and then I'm also gonna have abilities that I make myself, and you can go in here with a party of friends and fight this boss and get some rewards. It's kind of like my own little MMORPG type of thing. So if any of you are interested in that, you're more than welcome to join. This is a free server to play on. It's not free in terms of like us running it, but I'm sick and suffering sinuses. Oh no. Yeah, I have a few friends who are also suffering from that, so I completely get it. Completely get it. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you for the raid though. Thank you. Good job on getting that much progress done, by the way, though. On vintage. That's like some crazy progress. Okay, chat, what were we doing? Oh yeah, I just said that. Okay. So I should really just test this. So for reference, right now, people, using create stuff for your boss fight is pretty cool. Oh yeah, I know for sure. This create stuff helps out a lot. Like, definitely helps. Okay, let's see. Uh, is it gonna run the code? It just keeps adding it, right? Okay, so 36. Okay, so it's adding. Essentially, what we're trying to do, chat, is we're trying to make it so people can't camp on top of these towers. So I'm making a timer to teleport them out after 10 seconds has passed by. But it doesn't appear to... Hold on. We gotta check this. We gotta check this, chat. Get seconds in tower kick. Oh, 0. Wait, is it? Oh, it doesn't know. Okay, that's the problem, chat. That's the problem. It doesn't know which scoreboard to add 1 to. There we go. Okay, so this should run through 10 times, and then when that reaches 10, it'll retract this piston, set that to 0, which will effectively stop the loop and teleport me away after 10 seconds. Yep, it worked. Let's go check the loop to make sure it actually stopped. Awesome. We did it, chat. We did it. We've done it. We've done it. Now the annoying thing is I have to go do this, like, 4 more times. Boy. I'm probably gonna do that off stream because that's like even more boring than me doing it the first time. For those of you who don't really enjoy code. But yeah, no. If any of you are interested in joining, you can hop over to the Discord with !Discord, and then you can go check out our Minecraft role, our crafter role, and then there'll be a bunch of information on the IP, the mod pack we use, etc., etc. So you're more than welcome to join, even if you're show the raiders the cool stuff. Oh, you right. So this is just the arena. This is a heavy work in progress, but we've been making. You know what? Here, I'll head to the forum first. Or I'll head to the guild first. So this is made by DJ. DJ made this whole hall right here as a congrats for us reaching 200 followers. He changed it to 213 because we got 13 more followers by the time we actually got to this. But no, he made all of this. It looks very beautiful. He even chiseled some things on there, like that's all chiseled. Code is cool, but the way I operate does not mesh well at all with code. Yeah, no, that's very valid. But then I have all the cool stuff is down here, which, again, DJ built almost all of this down here as well. So you come down here, you can't have any items past this point, but this is like a really cool tree, which is actually related to, it's referenced to the the homebrew D&D campaign I do every single Saturday, which is why some of those references might be there. Oh, hey, Rice is here. But no, around here we have, that's me welcoming, show them the blue man. Who's the blue man? I don't know who the blue man is. But on the right here we have some classes with the testing dummy for DPS and whatnot in here. Shows how much damage you do, including crits. It's pretty cool. I have some abilities that I have to get. Why does Rice have his items? So right now I don't have it coded to remove any items when you get down here. Because I don't want someone to accidentally walk in here and lose all their stuff. So that is something I'm adding right before we release it. So that way I'm like, oh hey, no items past this point or something, and it's gonna be like, I don't know, I'll put something up there to remove their items, so that way you can't walk in here with your stuff. Same for when you leave. But yeah, so there's some vendors over here. You can buy some items from them based on what you get from the bosses over there, as well as over there. Right now we only have one boss. We're planning on I'm planning on making 4 bosses with an easy, medium, and a hard difficulty before we release it. So you can have something that gives them back when they leave. So the only problem with that is we have to find a way code-wise to store someone's inventory, and that is really hard. So actually, now that you mention that, I can actually show off the tavern, which has my solution to that. So this tavern was made by DJ. It's literally so cool. On the inside, he even has chiseled some food and some tankards and stuff. He even has a cookie jar. We got Kenzie the frog working here. Indiana Croaks, Frogo Baggins. And then up here is where you can... the food was the best part. Oh, dude, the food is literally so good. Up here is where you can set your spawn point in one of these beds, so that when you die during, like, a raid or a boss fight or a dungeon or whatever, you respawn here, and then you'll have a password-protected chest to put your stuff in. So that way when you actually teleport out and leave this place, you can come back in here and grab your stuff. So it's really, really hard to... Get out, Race. Oh no. He's on the floor. But no, it's really hard to store someone's items using code and then retrieve them using code. So for now, we're just gonna be using that system until I can find something that works. But it's definitely a work in progress. But it's been a lot of fun, even if it's just something that not a lot of people would use. But we've been building it. So what is it? What does he want me to see? Oh yeah, that we also gotta go check out that. A proof of concept for the training area? Yeah. DJ also chiseled this little dragon here. little guy. Okay, let's go check this out. Hey yo, gonna change the blocks later. I like this. This is good. This is like exactly what I was looking for. Yes. The blue man. Who's the blue man? Oh, it's the blue man! He's been irradiated. Can I see that through blocks? I can't. Okay. He's been irradiated. But yeah, no, this is looking good. Oh, some weapons in the chest. Oh, nice. It's pretty cool. I don't know if we'll want items that people can grab, because this will be like a testing grounds for like the items that they currently have to use. But no, this is like exactly what I wanted. Because that way, we can have, like, so people can see how far they can shoot, how accurate they are with their shooting and whatnot. I think it's really cool, though. And then maybe on the left here, we can have some test dummies they can just smack. Might have an NPC over here with something, I have no clue, but... You can only see the blue if you watch me use it. Interesting, that is quite strange. But no, this is just kind of like a nice community project that I can put a lot of time into when I'm bored. And it's something I'm interested in, so even if not a lot of people end up playing it when it's released, that doesn't bother me. I'll probably play it a decent bit when it's released, but I'll see. Okay, so I can check that off my list. I had it on my to-do list. On my to-do list, I had it say, like, stop people from camping on top of the towers in the boss room, because that was a problem I was having, so we can check that off. We have that finished. Well, we have it mostly finished. It'd be cool if we were able to keep our normal stuff around here outside of raids. Yeah, I mean, mainly for the practice range and stuff. I mean, we could, I think you could, can you craft the dummies? I think you can craft the dummies. Yeah, you can craft the dummies yourself if you wanted to test DPS or something. But, we could like, copy this design down here and throw it up into the forum. But DJ's range is cooler, you're so right. We could, honestly, I'm fine with copying, like, using Create to copy this as a schematic, and then just basically paste it into the forum so people can just check it out whenever. I think that'd be actually a great idea. You know what, yeah, we might as well do that. So then people can, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'll do that when you're, like, completely finished with it. But no, it looks great.
Ah, shit, I got lost.
You got lost. I'm gonna miss
I
having
got
my stuff
lost
down
in the
here. Yeah, I
code.
know.
God
I
dang
might
it.
make at some point. I might make it so that there's like certain bosses you can do with your actual stuff, but essentially what I want to make sure is that people don't bring stuff inside here and outside of here. So that way this is like a whole new fresh game mode, so to speak. I guess what else do we have on our to-do list? Dargon, if I stopped limiting my gear, I'd have much better stuff. Yeah, I know for sure. If you just broke your limits. That's a very bad idea. uh, okay, so if we go back to the arena. So, I have all my code stored down here at the moment for the boss fight, because it does a bunch of things. It summons the boss, has to test if the boss is dead, has to check if the player's alive, yada yada, then has to do all of these commands. It took me a really long time to do all this. Thankfully, when I go and do the, when I make another boss, I can change it, so... But, this is what I've been having to deal with. So, what we're gonna have to do is, while the boss fight is on... Okay, so what I have currently is a redstone block gets placed right here. Which, runs every single second. These are all like, oh, hey, check this. It also has a boss 1 timer for ticks. Because of, this is like, so it checks the ticks, and then, if the ticks reaches 1 second, run this, and then it, adds seconds to the, yeah, adds seconds to the, actually, we could easily use this for, this is already a timer, so it's like every 20 seconds, it will add 1 second to the time on the right-hand side. So we could actually easily use this code to... I did it on this tower. So we could easily use this code to start the loop up here. So every 1 second... I don't... Actually, we wouldn't want to do every 1 second. We would want to do... So, and then... Okay, so... After it adds that, what we can do is, execute if... Actually, we can just copy paste the code from here. Oh, wait, I didn't realize. I have this set to 20 and then dot dot, which is just... I think that just means greater than 20, I think. I don't know, it's been working. So if it's matches... So every 20 ticks is a second, so we want to do 200 seconds. So every 10 seconds, we're gonna check... Actually, we should probably leave it at 1, honestly. So that way every single second it will check it, maybe? Maybe I just leave it at 5 seconds. Oh, I just got a bottle of radon. Oh. Oh. I don't know if I want to drink that. That doesn't look safe. That doesn't look OSHA certified, my guy. That doesn't look OSHA certified. No, but if I could turn, like, all of this into an actual game, like maybe a boss rush game with classes and stuff, that might be something I look into, just even as, like, a small project. Neither were your starbunkles. Hey, we don't talk about my starbunkles. They are paid in rations, okay? They get their rations daily, and that's all they need, okay? It's an honest living for a starbuncle. They're magical creatures bound to me by their soul. Used to? Yeah, I guess before I got rid of them. We don't talk about the ones that work on the wheels. We don't talk about those guys. Okay, so... The problem, if we wait 5 seconds to check if a player is up there, then that means that the time is technically changed from 10 seconds. Actually, that's fine. We can just implement this into the checking time. Kind of. So we essentially want someone to stay up there. I'll probably change the second timer to 15 seconds up there, so you can show up there for. I mean, 10 seconds is quite a long time. I'll say, in terms of staying up on there. So now this stuff will kill you. Oh, it's just straight uranium. That's just straight uranium. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it so that if it matches actually wait, does it set it to 0? Yeah, it sets it to 0, so actually we can't do anything off of the actually no we can't. Okay. So I guess we'll just check every single second. So that means if it's been so if it's been 20 seconds, it sets it to 0, and then it adds 1 second, and then on top of that, it's going to set block. It's going to set whatever block up here is to redstone block, which we want to get. Is it this one? I think we want this one right here. This block. So just to make sure. Question. Why is there deep slate? What do you mean, why is there deep slate?
Oh, whoops. Let me just...
Okay, so it should be those chords, right? Be those chords. Let me just make sure. Wood. Sure, let's change it to that. Okay, yeah, so it's that. Why? What do you mean? Why is there deep slate? Let me see where. Oh, that. That deep slate is where the button spawns when you teleport in here to start the boss fight. So that's like marked there to be separated from the grass, so that way people don't somehow walk over it. And also just like highlight it a bit more. And also so I know where my code my code is down here. It's a multitude of reasons. So set block, okay, so we're gonna do set block that to redstone block, and then instantaneously, we're gonna set it back to air. Because we only want it to activate and check if there's a player. Essentially, we're checking if there's a player kind of every single second, without actually checking if there's a player every single second. It's a little different. We'll do Minecraft air and chain conditional. Okay, so that way every single second it adds 1 to the timer, and then also changes that to. Okay, so I can already see a problem happening. Because I have to do 4 more of these, so I need 8 more blocks of space going this way, and we don't exactly have that. So what I might do, you know what? Okay, so what I'll probably do is I'll probably just make another, let's see, I could make another chain of command blocks going upwards, like vertically off of this. And see, I did kind of like put signs here so I can understand what does what. So this is for summoning. This is for the boss death. So if the player wins, this deletes the graves. That's a timer. Health tracking of the boss, and then it deletes the items here. This right here is if the player dies, but I'm not able to. This is almost equally as long as this because it has to do roughly the same things. But yeah, I got some work to do on this. Got some work to do. But anyways, chat, that is where we're gonna call it for today. I know it was a little bit of a later stream because I had something to do IRL. But I did still want to stream for 3 hours, so we did get our 3-hour Minecraft stream. Sorry if you guys weren't interested in coding as much. Maybe next time if you guys want, I'll try and stick to survival. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. So Rice. I'll here before I end. Rice. Those pads can only be used while you're in adventure mode. So here, let me set you to adventure mode really quick. Now you can use them. And those bounce pads while you're in adventure mode let you jump up onto the towers.
By the way, did Bugsworth get his waystone?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He got it. DJ gave it to him while I looked back. I can't believe the server was crashing because of my Starbunkles, by the way. That's kind of funny.
It wasn't crashing before from Starbungle, so the new
Something in the new thing, or maybe my Starbunkles were just bugged. Regardless, my Starbunkles were inefficient anyways.
yeah.
I did get it, but I lost it. Did you lose it with like your stuff? Did you lose all your stuff, or did you just lose that specific thing? Because like we could
No,
just
I
give
think he
it
lost the waystone. I mean, I actually there's a mossy waystone right by his cave, so I can honestly just steal that one and just give it to him.
back. Yeah.
Here, you know, let me throw on my
Coding is
boots.
not my thing, but it's really cool to see the process once it all comes together. Yeah, no, it's for sure. It's coding's a lot of trial and error, but once you get it to work, it works, and is beautiful to see. And this is like I said before, even if people don't intend to play this thing we're making very often, it's still fun to make it and build stuff together because that's what Minecraft's about: playing with people and building stuff together, or just building by yourself. So I mean, that's still something to do.
It's called Minecraft for a goddamn reason.
Exactly. But yeah, no. That's gonna be all for me today. The crystal looks great with shaders. I just realized. Yeah, no, that's why I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. um, but yeah, no. That's gonna be all for me today. Thank you, Shiki, for the raid. I appreciate it. If any of you readers are still here, I appreciate your time of staying and everything. Appreciate your support. For any of you interested, tomorrow we're doing D&D at 5:30 CST. Same time as today. Well, actually not today, because I was late. But normally it would be today. Tomorrow we got our homebrew D&D campaign. This will be session 4 coming up, I believe. So we'll see how the players fare. But yeah, otherwise that's all I got for you guys today. Remember, next Monday is session 5. Okay, my bad. You right. Monday is not Yomi Day. It is Vintage Story Day because we do that every other Monday now with Iris. So we're gonna be playing Vintage Story with Iris and Mocha on Monday, which is gonna be really cool. Wednesday is gonna be Ultra Kill for real this time, since this week we replaced it with Yomi. And then on Friday it'll be another community night. But next Thursday is gonna be the Yomi Thursday, exactly. Yomi Thursday. That's gonna be only. It's not gonna be every other week. Best thing since banana bread. um. So, but if you guys, for those of you who haven't seen the announcement I made, we're gonna be alternating between Yomi and Vintage Story every other Monday. So Yomi's gonna come to a little bit of a slow. It's gonna be every other week now. But yeah, no. This upcoming Thursday, we're going to be having our losers bracket and grand finals for the Revival Cup Yomi tournament. So, if you're interested in that, be there. Be there or be square. Good luck to all of you participating for sure. But yeah, I hope you all have a great day or night wherever you're at, and I will see you guys when I see you. Hopefully tomorrow, but we'll see. Take care, chat.